got me. I got a case of body language.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most absurd, lackluster, and/or awful words written by the greatest songwriters.
Got you with another man, that's the end, little girl.
No Reply and Dracula, Tame Impala. Known for psychedelic rock and smooth synths, Tame Impala can do production as well as anyone. He's lesser known for his skills as a wordsmith. For songs like No Reply or Dracula, the musician writes some lyrics that sound closer to internet comments.
You're a cinephile, I watch Family Guy on a Friday night off a rogue website.
The pop culture references make you want to cringe more than anything. If they aren't already dated, these nods to Family Guy and Pablo Escobar will likely be in the not-too-distant future.
And I run back to the dark, now I'm Mr. Charisma, Pablo Escobar.
The Deadbeat album seems to be littered with these kinds of cheeky surprises. Unless you love this kind of humor, you could be left cold by these lines.
Here we are, so run from the sun like Dracula.
Smart Girls, Brian Wilson. More than a few pop artists have tried hip-hop, with many unable to change genres. The same could be said for Brian Wilson on Smart Girls. Trying his hand at an old-school flow, the composer comes up with an embarrassing introduction. Wilson doesn't have the attitude to back any of it up either. While trying to brag, the singer sounds like a pale imitation of a rapper.
My name is Brian and I'm the man. I write hit songs with the wave of my hand.
It's especially jarring to hear this coming out of the genius known for songs like Good Vibrations.
In her eyes, she goes with me to a blossom room.
Even the most acclaimed writers can have an off day, with his bandmate Mike Love co-writing the cheesy hit Kokomo years before. Women, Lou Reed. He was an iconic pillar of alternative music, but Lou Reed really phoned in these words. The opening to Women might be the most unconvincing setup of his career. Rather than accessing his earlier sound, the writer shifted gears for this offbeat song. This piece frequently shifts between self-satire and ultra-sincere confessions. The track only builds from its awkward start, working its way to more strange phases. You might find yourself laughing within the first minute. Reed did some cool work on the Blue Mask album, but this anthem comes up short in the lyrical department.
I was very bitter, all my sex was on the slide. I couldn't keep my hands off women and I knew till I died.
Shiny Happy People, R.E.M. Throughout the 1980s, R.E.M. established themselves as a standout group in alternative rock. They later released the hit single, Shiny Happy People, in 1991. It might have reached the charts, but it became a sore spot for the band. Writer Michael Stipe tried to riff on a foreign propaganda and created a novelty song instead.
Shiny happy people, shiny happy people.
The meaning was lost in a collection of lyrics fit for a children's TV show. Stipe himself hates the tune, with more than a few reasons why. These goofy lyrics can hurt even the most well-meaning track.
Put it in your heart where tomorrow shines.
They might be happy-go-lucky, but the chorus becomes especially grating. It feels out of place in a catalog of unique and poetic pieces. Dancin' Clown, Joni Mitchell. On her finest albums, Joni Mitchell creates deeply emotional journeys for listeners. Dancin' Clown isn't exactly one of her greatest compositions. The dialogue in these lyrics feel clunky, but the overall production doesn't help either. Mitchell might confuse you with her icy words and pop delivery. Far from the highs of Blue or Court and Spark, this tale sounds more like a rowdy circus than a well-crafted stage show. You're much better off looking at life from both sides now rather than spend another minute with this distracting story. There's also the inclusion of people like Billy Idol and Tom Petty, making this a strange experience from start to finish. Young and Menace, Fall Out Boy. Any pop punk fan of the 2000s has a soft spot for Fall Out Boy. Needless to say, not all of their songs are as good as Sugar We're Going Down.
Going down, and sugar we're going down swinging.
This track in particular sounds a little like they threw together multiple ideas without a payoff. Case in point, the morbid lyrics that sound like a parody of an emo band. We're not sure that the Britney Spears references help the group's case either.
I did it again. I forgot what I was losing my mind.
Some people might not know that Pete Wentz writes most of the lyrics, but even he can't save this track. The references to Nikki Sixx ring hollow in such a bizarre production.
I think that God is gonna have to kill me twice.
Even if you're a diehard fan, you're probably better off going back to Infinity on High instead.
Kill me twice like my name was Nikki Sixx.
Jamaica Jerk-Off, Elton John. With his writing partner Bernie Taupin, Elton John has a long history of classic works and hit singles. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road is arguably their best collection of music together.
They're nice songs. They stood the test of time, but it was the album that really established me in the charts after Daniel and Crocodile Rock.
If you remember the song Jamaica Jerk-Off, you might want to contest that claim. The lyrics don't do this composition any favors. With one line in particular, the song almost flies off the rails. It's a silly nod to Jamaica with some bad choices all around. John's accent doesn't make Taupin's lyrics any more convincing or any easier to hear. They probably could have left this one off the record altogether. Lenny Bruce, Bob Dylan. In the 1960s and 1970s, the artist blazed a trail of incredible folk and rock music. He weaves together themes of civil rights, personal strife, and philosophy into poetic tales. This isn't exactly the kind of description you would give his song Lenny Bruce.
They stamped him and they labeled him.
Analyzing the comedian's life, Dylan sounds like he's writing a last-minute book report. This includes some questionable rhymes and unhinged opinions. While there's plenty of lyrics to criticize here, you could look no further than the man's discussion of clothing. In what already sounds like a random song, the vocalist kicks it up a notch with a clumsy turn of phrase.
Like they do with pants and shirts.
It's safe to say that this represents a low point for the legendary troubadour along with Wiggle Wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, all dressed in green. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle till the moon is blue. Wiggle till the moon sees you.
Run for Your Life, The Beatles. Even if you're a casual music fan, you know that the Beatles are a touchstone of music history.
Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me?
John Lennon and Paul McCartney led a quartet of all-star musicians. On their acclaimed album Rubber Soul, the band put out one of their most off-putting songs. Run for Your Life is aggressive by today's standards.
I'd rather see a dead little girl than to be with another man.
Lennon crafts lyrics about a disturbed man, with the narrator insinuating that he'll hurt his partner. It's much more violent than your average song from the Fab Four. It's also one that the writer himself felt to be inferior. You're better off if you run away from this one, focusing instead on the other tracks of an otherwise fantastic record.
Hide your head in the sand, little girl. Got you with another man. That's the end.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Body Language, Queen. From the bands that brought you epic tunes, Queen also created a few that were merely a vibe. Body Language certainly has the 1980s dial turned up and some very simple lyrics. These include one line where Freddie Mercury describes another person's body.
Look at me, I got a case of body language.
It's a far cry from Bohemian Rhapsody, but it certainly gets the point across. Most people wouldn't pick this song as Mercury's finest either. It harkens back to a specific time period, but it's nowhere near the height of their earlier work.
You got to get inside, so never see, knock me down for a 6 anytime.
Anybody looking for a better story should venture back to the likes of A Night at the Opera.
Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby.
Did we forget another bad lyric from a great writer? Let us know in the comments below.